Hello, my co-host. How are you doing? Welcome back to another review with Narcissism. Today, I come to you with a story I saw on Instagram, and I was really heartbroken about this story. It will be an eye-opener to what I had been talking about for weeks, that maybe you haven't gotten a grasp of what I mean by when I talk about narcissistic bullies. So sit down, grab your drink, clean your ears, because now we have a true life incident, and make sure you don't miss any part of this story. Remember, he is a lawyer. He is a lawyer, yet he did this. Let's get right into this review. Before we get right into this review, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and then share this video so that it will continue to be impacting other people's lives. Your support is very important to me. Thank you for all your support. Please don't forget that we have a blog at www.tellnotortellassist.com. The URL is down the description section, where you can also read articles if you are not a fan of watching videos or you are managing your data. You can read everything that I am sharing to you on YouTube. In fact, even in more details on my blog. Like I said, this message is very important because some of us may be going through this as we speak, but they may not actually know what they are going through. They might see it as normal life. Meanwhile, it is a big problem. So let's get right into this story. Earlier this month, there's this lawyer called Raymond Nduga that his video started circulating everywhere online, where he was malhandling his wife. When I say malhandling his wife, he was really slapping, beating, dragging her hair. In fact, take a listen about what is going on here. He is slapping her. Slapping her and telling her to leave him. I think she is begging. And this is being aired. This is live. According to people, that this was happening live, on live video. So people were seeing it. And there was a gentleman sitting right there, stoic, doing absolutely nothing, not even trying to tell him to stop or even trying to save the woman or nothing, no mediation. So as this bozin and wazao is going through, there was a gentleman, as you can see in this picture. He was just sitting there minding his own business, like nothing is happening, like it's normal. At that point, I was asking, is this a prank? But because, you know, people, husband and wives, normally play things up, you know, to get people's attention, to get some views. But I was like, no, this doesn't look like prank. This looks like serious beating. I wish I can show the video on here on YouTube, but because of YouTube guideline, I can't. For those of you that haven't seen the video, check out my Instagram page. I'm gonna put that on my storyline. The link is down the description section. And this was really so frustrating, so annoying, and so infuriating. If you saw this video and you didn't get angry, then something is wrong with you. For me, I was super annoyed. I first of all closed it, then opened it again. It took me like 3 attempts before I was able to watch it fully. But the beating is not even the one that annoyed me the most. What happened after the beating is the major part of the story. After beating the wife, apparently, this man went on top of it on his Instagram blog to share this post of where he bought a car. I'm not talking about a brand new car. He bought a used car for his wife as an apology for what he did. So meaning that wasn't a prank. It was real. Obviously, she accepted it. And then look at what he wrote on top of the car that he bought. He said, "Apology gift for my wife, Doro. It's Audi. And like I said, your opinions don't count." Hey, as in, see full chest, like proud of his action. Do you remember in the previous video that I told you that narcissistic people have this sense of entitlement? They lack empathy. This is one of the traits that you can obviously see here. Let me continue. This is not the only post that he made on Instagram. He went ahead to make more posts. This is it. Breakfast in bed. When you sent them to arrest me, my wife said I have never laid my hands on her and that I've only touched her bigness while we are conjugating. Only God knows what bigness is. So, mwenwe hata yukipiga kelele hapo heti justice for Doro kwani huyo Duro amenkwambia anataka justice. Mind your business, you poor motherfuckers. Guys, please, you see that speaking in tongues I was speaking there? Probably that's Kenyan language. I have no idea what that means. My Kenyan subscribers may help us to translate what the man was speaking. Like I said, I have no idea. But anyways, that was him bragging, because after people saw what he did to the wife on live video when everybody was watching, people were concerned and very angry, just the same way I was, and they went ahead to call police on him. So when police people raided or visited or invaded, whatever language you want to use to call it, his house, his wife decided to deny the whole circumstances and say that no, her husband never laid hands on her. Instead, that all he does is loving and taking care of her. Here is a video clip of when the police people visited their residence. So it read, online in-laws sent police to catch billionaire. But they were disappointed when my wife said, I've never touched her except in bed when entering the Garden of Eden. Just have money and a good dick. Bro, these daughters of Jezebel will never leave you. Hey, this one shocked me. Did he just call his wife daughters of Jezebel? Like, are you sure this is actually the mother of his children that he's referring to like this? Of course, police people carry themselves and go, because the person you people are trying to defend, according to him, online homeowners are trying to defend, have opened her mouth to say, nothing is wrong with me, yo. I am very happy. Okay, what do you want the police people to do? Nothing, because the person they are trying to help does not need help. They left. Again, if you haven't seen that video when I say 7 traits that will let you know that someone is a narcissistic bully, go and watch it. The link is up here. You will see semblance of what I am telling you. This one is live evidence. You saw it playing right in front of you just a few weeks ago after I made that video. And this is the reason why I said that this is all over Africa and nothing is being done about it, because I don't think people really understand what narcissism is, let alone narcissistic bully, and how bad these people are and how bad it is ravaging individuals every day, and they don't know. Let me continue with my story. After this man boldly hit his chest, came online to brag and call his wife daughters of Jezebel, and say that because once you have dick and you are a billionaire, that you can do whatever you want with the daughters of Jezebel. Me, I went to his page to go and check him out, because this picture you follow me see here, this guy doesn't look like a billionaire. I have to stomp his page to look everywhere to see where the billionaire is. Excuse me, the apology gift you bought is Audi. Like, seriously, Audi? Okay, leave that aside. I went to his page. God, this guy doesn't look to me like he is seeing 1,000, let alone million. This guy looks hungry. And at this point, I started questioning myself. God, where only God knows the kind of family this lady came from, that this guy seems like a mini god to her. Anyways, that wasn't the only post that he made on Instagram. He went ahead to make more posts, such as this one, saying, suppose my sex toy wife, you heard me, he called his wife sex toy, left me the way you wanted, would you have been feeding her now? Or you were just fussy and hasty without direction? A very foolish type. Learn to respect money. So he is trying to say that his wife is respecting money and not the condition she is clearly facing. Hey, after reading this one, I said, God helps some people. God helps so many women out there. This reminded me of the story of Osinachi, the popular Nigerian Christian music singer that suffered this kind of domestic abuse until she lost her life because of her faith. And I think one of the pastors of her church also advised her not to leave because it is against the Christian faith. So she did there, by there. So this is the story of this woman. Whatever that will make a man not even remember anymore that you are a woman and hits you with a very heavy hand in public that people had to stand up to call police, and you still open your mouth to say that nothing is wrong, that is where you will know that everything is wrong with this woman. This woman has lost her self-esteem. This woman has lost her self-confidence. As I am looking at this guy so like this, I am not seeing any billionaire. I am not seeing millionaire even. I don't understand what I am seeing. In fact, looking at that man looks like a very aggressive somebody that can end somebody. I'm telling you, just this little story that I told you about, maybe you saw the Instagram post, maybe you didn't see it, or you listened to my story. Did you depict that majority of the 7 traits I talked about exist inside this circle? Did you notice that? This is to tell you that these people are not normal. This is a mental health issue. And like I said, they always brag in it. They don't recognize that they have a problem. Imagine this one, he is a lawyer. So imagine if he is a family lawyer and he is now being hired by someone going through bully to help them in divorce. Do you think the person is going to finish that divorce case in one piece? The person will finish before the case finishes, because a narcissist trying to preside on top of a narcissistic case. Oh my God, because all he's seeing is what he's doing. So he's not going to see anything wrong. This is the reason why I am saying sometimes people dealing with these narcissistic bullies might not really recognize what they are going through, because the way you see him deal with this woman, he then buys her gifts. This is how they've confused the people that they are dealing with. They will serve them pepper with one hand and then serve them milk and sugar on the other hand, confusing them because they want to leave but they can't leave because of what the gifts they are supplying them with. So they can't leave because they don't know, if they are scared that they will not receive that kind of treatment anymore. And you can see it typically in this case that he is bragging about the sex, he is bragging about his dick, he is bragging about the money he's got. And like I said, looking all over his Instagram page, I see no money. The only thing wrong here is the woman. The woman has no self-love. The woman has lost her pride. The woman does not even know what she wants anymore. The woman has lost her sense of self-confidence. He has stripped everything out of this woman. She is just there naked and she can't even cry for help, because to her, she has now accepted that this is her normal. And obviously, she wasn't taught better when she was young. And this is the reason why I will never stop singing it. Stand up against narcissistic bullies. It is terrible. It tears people down. This woman can continue going through this on and on and on until she goes into severe depression, body deterioration, and then loses her life. Because she will never agree to live there. She needs help. Somebody needs to help her. And anybody that wants to help her needs to be ready to show her love, show her care, take her away from this man. That is not living. Please, I don't know what you are doing to people around you. I don't know what you are seeing yourself as. I don't know how you are raising your children. It is very important to affirm love over and over to them. It is very important to let them train them to have self-confidence. It is very important for you to let them know that material things is not worth more than whom they really are. Let them know whom they really are. Let them know that material things comes and go, but them and their personality and their life, being together, staying alive, persevering to get to a higher length will give them much more than that narcissistic bully is ever promising or will ever give them, because whatever they are giving is a trap. It will never ever end well. It will never ever give you a night of good sleep, but a broken night filled with tears, filled with fears, filled with unbelief about yourself, because you will continue doubting yourself. This is it for this review today. I will leave it here for you to make your own contribution, what you think about this story. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. And also, don't forget to check out our blog at www.tellnotortellassist.com. I always love you. Thank you, and see you in my next video next week. Bye. One love.